The 1959 Stingray Racer concept is one of the most significant and iconic designs in the history of Chevrolet's Corvette lineage. A blend of innovative engineering and striking design, this concept car not only influenced future Corvette models, but also left a mark on automotive design as a whole. The Stingray Racer concept, also known as the XP87, was developed under direction of Bill Mitchell, the vice president of General Motors. Mitchell was a passionate automotive enthusiast who wanted to create a car that could compete in racing while pushing the boundaries of design. Inspired by the successful Corvette SS, Mitchell sought to develop a vehicle that embodied speed, agility, and aesthetic beauty. The project began in the late 50s with the goal of producing a car that could perform on the track and serve as a precursor to future production models. The Stingray Racer concept featured several groundbreaking design elements that would influence the Corvette's future. The car's sleek, low-slung body was designed to reduce drag and improve performance and aerodynamic efficiency. The use of fiberglass for the body panels was innovative for its time and contributed to the car's lightweight construction. The styling was characterized by sharp, angular lines and an aggressive stance. The pointed nose, flared fenders, and pronounced rear haunches gave the car a distinctive and dynamic look. The Corvette was also constructed using a tubular steel frame, which further helped keep the weight of the vehicle down. Underneath its striking exterior, the Stingray concept was equipped with a powerful engine and an advanced suspension system. The car was powered by a 283 cubic inch 4.6 liter V8 engine, capable of producing around 315 horsepower. The engine was paired with a 4-speed manual transmission, allowing the car to achieve impressive acceleration and top speeds. The suspension of the Stingray Racer featured an independent rear suspension, which was a significant advancement for its time. This setup improved handling and provided a smoother ride, making the car more competitive on the racetrack. But the car was not just a showpiece, it was also a formidable race car, and Mitchell ended up entering it into various SCCA events where it achieved notable success. Driven by Dr. Dick Thompson, known as the Flying Dentist, the Stingray Racer won an impressive number of races, demonstrating its performance capability and solidifying its place in racing history. The design and engineering innovations of the 1959 Stingray Racer had a profound impact on the future of Corvette models. Many of the styling cues and technological advancements introduced with the Stingray Racer were incorporated into the second generation Corvette, which debuted in 1963 as the Corvette Stingray. The split-window aerodynamic body and lightweight construction of the Stingray were direct descendants of the Stingray Racer concept. Today, the 1959 Stingray Racer concept is revered as a masterpiece of automotive design and engineering. It represents a pivotal moment in the evolution of the Corvette, bridging the gap between the early, more cruiser-style models and the more modern, sports car-oriented iterations. The car is a testament of the vision and creativity of Bill Mitchell and the design team at GM, showcasing their ability to push the boundaries of what a sports car could be. The Corvette Stingray Racer concept still exists and is now housed at the GM Heritage Center, where it continues to inspire and captivate automotive enthusiasts from around the world. Its legacy lives on in the DNA of every Corvette that has followed, making it a true icon in the annals of automotive history. If you've made it this far, please subscribe to the channel. It really helps it out and you won't miss any future content. But let's go ahead and take this thing over to Tokyo and see how it handles our lap. So right away with this car, I want to let you know I don't really care for it. And I'm a Corvette fan, but this is a car where I really noticed the benefit of a load cell pedal. And it's because you have to brake very effectively in order for this thing to get through the corners. And you'll want to brake early with this car as well. And even then, there's a good chance that the back end may come around on you. Fully built, the Corvette ends up with 698 performance points, but it's not as fast as you'd expect. It ends up with 622 horsepower, 505 foot-pounds of torque, and hits the scales at 2,535 pounds with a 50-50 weight distribution. So on paper, it actually looks great, but even with those numbers, it's one of the few cars that I struggle with at Le Mans. It's classified as a race car also, so that limits the races that you can enter with it. So we ended up getting, in our testing situation, around 5 laps out of the fuel tank, which is a little below average, and the tires were wearing at around 10% to the front and 15% to the rear. The car makes a beautiful tribute to Speed Racer if you want to build it for, a garage queen, but it's just a little bit too unstable to be competitive in racing. If the car was ever able to have aerodynamic options equipped like spoilers and wings, it would probably be a lot of fun, but it's honestly a car that I recommend you pass on in its current form. It is pretty expensive and you're just not going to get a lot of use out of it, even though it looks gorgeous. That being said, I do have 2 of them in my garage, so I can have the Speed Racer Tribute and have the historically accurate one represented as well. We ended up crossing the line at 2 minutes 7 seconds .622, which put it just behind the Hellcat swapped Jeep and just in front of the 89 M3. So I honestly feel like it was a lucky lap, but it's just a car that I would pass on until you have money to burn. Thank you so much for watching. We'll catch you in the next one.